Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Wars Conquest Remastered on Mountain Blade Warband. After waiting for a little while, after the mod's been updated a couple dozen times to fix some of the major bugs and crashes, we will be resuming our series. By resuming, I mean restarting, because there was a bunch of changes and tweaks and whatnot that just won't let the save function anymore. So, in this series, instead of being the Clone Renegade, we are going to go with a fanatical loyalist clone brigade to the Galactic Empire. We're going to try to spread the Empire's influence throughout the galaxy and make it a safe and secure society, as Palpy would say. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I'll see you in there. Okay, welcome in. Just as an overview, not much has changed in the overall galaxy. I believe there's some slight planets have been swapped. However, I don't know the exact details, unfortunately. Other than that, there's a couple of the extra planets like Korriban and whatnot. And there's also a story mode now, but it doesn't go very far. There's also Tython, which is for the Jedi, Korriban for the Sith, Tython for the Jedi kind of thing. Other than that, though, let's get into it. This is CT 7465. I don't have an actual name for him, but I figured that's be fine. Looks like the game's gonna try to make us fight some Jawas potentially. I don't really want to. They're kind of close. Okay, let's get some stormtroopers. There are no well, I say stormtroopers. Right now, there's going to be Imperial recruits, but there are no clone troopers, I can tell you that, but they should be able to fight Jawas here. Unfortunately, I don't have my clone blaster yet. Okay. Somehow 3 of us got knocked out, but, you know. They died? No, they're all just wounded. I'm assuming they got beat over the head with pipes. I don't have any prisoner capacity yet, because I'm still rocking the base ship. I'm going to just chill as an independent until I've built myself up enough to get into the Empire, but the Empire's who I'm going with. I also want to get a couple of levels and whatnot and not have to risk getting, you know, swatted. Troop trees here. Army trooper. This in here doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the army troopers didn't go stormtroopers. The army troopers were their own thing. So the stormtroopers should be a part of the navy trooper theme, but they're not for some reason. So let's get a bunch of army troopers. That does have me spending quite the amount of money at the moment, but do what I can early on. Let's get to Bothu. Oh, Trade with the filthy row of planets, but I just need to sell off some junk so I don't go broke in my troops roll. Okay. 60 credits. That is nothing. I just spent 200 on these guys and then upgraded them too. Oh, hello. Let's deal with these Jawas. visceral about a clone trooper slicing a Jawa. I don't believe Jawas were spacefaring that often. I don't think you really ran into stuff like Jawa pirates or whatever in the Star Wars universe, but there's no real ground there that's mainly planet. I'm almost dead. Right now we're just focusing on fighting on the ship rather than fighting on the planet, as that's just going to risk more crashes, and I don't want more crashes if I can avoid it. Alright. Good amount of kit. I'm not going to upgrade these guys again, because I don't want to completely run out of money. More athletics. Just pump athletics up. Pump surgery up, so I can try to avoid excess casualties. I was going to attempt to record the, what's the name of the American Civil War mod again, as it was re-uploaded, but I need to get WSE, and I have not been able to get it working yet. Not shipyard, merchant, so I can sell off these prisoners. Some Jawas. It's not much money, but it's something versus nothing. Hello. Do you have a blaster I could take? 15S, 1960. Yeah, that's a little too much. I will eventually want to get a DC-15A, but it's 2700, so that's going to take a little while. And then I want to make my armor, like, actual officer armor rather than this armor. There's also these fighters and whatnot, so for like 18,000 I could get a headhunter. I mean, I could get a loan, but I don't want to have to pay it, is the problem. Yeah. I'm not too keen on the loan system. Not because there's something specifically wrong with it. I just don't see myself making that much money in 30 days. So for now, let's do a little bit of merchant nonsense. Just to earn some money. Those are too expensive. Oh yes, he also drastically changed how droids work. Because it used to be, you get an army of droids and have no issues whatsoever because they didn't eat food. Well, now, instead of food, they require droid parts for droid maintenance. If you don't have them, they just start going down real quick. So it added a secondary use for you carrying all those Hydra spanners around. I was also going to record, ooh, it's super cheap. Let's just get this up to about that. I was also going to record Bannerlord, their musket mod, but Bannerlord runs a little rough on my computer, so I don't want to have to hit that with both OBS and this. Yeah, it's a tidy profit. 13. Nice Chief Hydra spanners. Keep that under 100. That'll do. Let's go to Mandalore. Oh, well. I have 6 against their 16. This is not an optimal situation. I'm going to try to fight them on the planet. As it gives me a little bit better of a chance to pick them off at long distance. I'll bet there is a little matter. Just a little bit here. Beta man closer and hopefully we can fire our old charges. We can individually blast them. I was going to run Star Wars music in the background for you guys, but the creators I was using for that, their publishers hate me and copyright the videos anyway, even with credited, so I'm just not going to bother. So I'm sorry that there'll just be silent bits, but there's really nothing I can do. Okay, we even got some prisoners out of that to hire into the army. That's good. While I'm looking at the armor, I'm not going to be using any of that. Now my inventory's full. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'll have to be careful around Mandalore, because there's going to be, as the name states, a lot of Mandalorians around here. Let's go here. Do you want Hydra Spanners? Take them. Not for very much, though. Still a profit there. Not as tidy as a profit as I would like. They have butt tons of Mandalorian wine, however. And we'll take that Corellian arrow off my hands. Let's keep this again under 100. Let's keep this one under 70 for Mandalorian wine. Then let's head to Onderon again? No, let's go to Kashyyyk. You can probably get some pelts there. Which is kind of messed up when you think about it. Oh, hello. Fight on the ship as I outnumber them. It's actual stormtroopers versus my recruits and my navy. Navy troopers and my army troopers. Nova Troopers' guns hurt a lot. Alright. That's all I can put back, unfortunately. Let's keep heading to Kashyyyk. Got a decent chunk of credits now, so let's upgrade some of these guys into Stormtroopers and some of these guys into Scout Troopers. Just so I can have the extra ability to fight. Okay. Very heavy profit on that. Somewhat of a profit on that. Luckily I kept it under 70, and then all this random junk I picked up. $1,600 credits. Very tidy. Nothing in here I want at the moment. Okay, let's head to Nalhutta. Hello, more bandits. I try not to fight on Kashyyyk because I've had a lot of crashes on that planet in past experiences. Finished with this as much as he could, as it doesn't want to change it much from the original, and Warband can only handle so much. Currently, there's another team working on a pseudo version for Bannerlord, but that's still early on in development. Figured I'd say it multiple times to emphasize it extremely early on in development. So I wouldn't expect anything from them for a little while. Okay, let's get to Nalhutta, hopefully without getting jumped again. Nice. Very heavy profit on the wine. anything inexpensive here? I don't think so. Doesn't appear so. And from what I remember in some of my other playthroughs, I can get spice pretty cheap from Kessel generally. Or droid oil, I guess. Let's keep this under 200 as this is a more expensive good. And fly this to deck. I kept it under 200. Decent little profit. But I'm going to turn that into Durasteel. Keep it under 150. And then fly back up to Kashyyyk. Not as good profit as I was thinking it would be. Maybe Felucia instead. No, that's about the same. Hydra Spanners would sell good there. Let's go to Raxus. Durasteel's extremely cheap here, and I can trade the droid oil out for Durasteel. Keep that under 130. Where can I go? Let's try to bounce back to Nalhutta, and then we'll go to Gamor and the Camino. See where we can go from there. Avoid pirate fleets jumping me. Nalhutta. Yeah, you'll buy Durasteel for a decent pinch. Seeing as I kept it under 130, I can make a bunch of money here. Okay. Good chunk of money out of there. Now let's fly over to Gamor. Hello. We have half. I've never fought in Gamor before, so here's hoping that it won't crash.
Our units are more than ready.
I'm not a fan of fighting on speeder back, as all on speeder back, as all it takes is one hit and the speeder falls out from under you, and then you just take additional damage. But it is useful for getting around those spots. Let's have them here. They do outnumber us, and they are the majority Nova troopers. So we're gonna have to skirmish as much as we can at this long distance. If they get close, heavy casualties. These are the Navy troopers. These make tough count. I know Gamor and Cannon is more like Nalhutta and Kessel in terms of action, so it's being really good, but I don't know whether that's just me misremembering or not. I'd have to verify that. Alright, another handy little battle. Some decent blasters. Maybe I should pick up one of these. Yeah, I'll pick up a heavy stormtrooper blaster temporarily. And that's all I can hold. Let's try to get some scout marksmen so they can pick them off. I'll invest in the others once I've got more space. So let's get these stats to 12 on there. Better leadership. Cargo management. Athletics. Looting. Navigation. Points into rifles. Points into pistols. just in case. Okay. Gotta take more. Yep, there's still sells a heavy price, and I can sell all this gear. 1,800 credits. Not too damn shabby. I would like that, but at the same time, the damage is just so much worse. I mean, the speed rating is much better. And so is the ammo capacity, but it's just so expensive. And then for the armor, they never sell clone armors here, so. In the meantime, however, that will be all for the first episode. I know it's much shorter than my normal episodes, but I'm still getting used to OBS, and that's what I'm using to record this one. That and I just generally had less time today. But this series will continue, and I will keep it going for as long as you guys remain interested, or until the Galactic Empire has conquered the entire galaxy. We'll see what happens. All right. Other than that, though, I am signing off for today. Have a good one.